Hey, what's up YouTube? Lightsaber Samurai here, and I'm back again for another video, and this time I wanted to talk about the recent news that's broken with Google and their attempts to enter the console race. And according to Google, the next generation of consoles won't be a box, but a place. Let's talk about it. They're backing heavily on services they already own, like Google Chrome, like we've talked about, and YouTube, to make this a reality. Basically, the gist of it is you log on to the browser, which in this case at the moment is going to be Google Chrome, and you plug in the game you want to play, a search or what have you, and within minutes you're there playing the game. They've actually predicted, I should say, a bunch of innovations with YouTube and integration with YouTube, leaning basically on the success of YouTubers who are successful with streaming online games and the like, multiplayer games. They see it as more of a place that in the future it's a place where people congregate to hang out, to meet, to chat, and just to hang out with their favorite personalities. Imagine if you're using Google Stadia, watching someone like Ninja play Fortnite. If he wants to, he can send you a request while you're watching the video on YouTube. You click the button and then you're in the game playing with Ninja at the exact spot in the game where he's at. It's a bold vision indeed, but Google, honestly, when you think about it, they have the infrastructure to pull it off. I mean, basically how it works in a nutshell is the game you're thinking about, say for instance it's Fortnite, this game is streaming on a data server somewhere, then you as the player would try to connect via Google Chrome. You send that broadcast to the server, while it plays the game, and it basically sends the video signal to you through the internet, and there you go. And they are boasting that this is going to be without any kind of latency, without any kind of input lag, and games will be playing at 4K 60 frames a second. Okay, so how does Google plan to keep these promises? For starters, the processor that they've revealed will be a custom AMD 10.7 teraflop processor. To put that in perspective, the PS4 Pro runs at, I want to say 4.2 or 4.7 teraflops, where the Xbox One X, the world's most powerful console, runs at a processor of 6 teraflops. So this is significantly more powerful than either of those. It's about as strong as both of them put together. But the thing about that is really the image quality is going to be based on your internet connection. This is a completely cloud-based service, so that means no offline play. So like I said, the advent of 5G coming on will help alleviate that, but with 5G being a little ways off, some people that aren't anywhere, that are in more rural areas or not close to Google data centers, will kind of be left out in the cold. Even with us close to Google data centers, we don't have any control over how our ISPs will traffic our data to those centers. So while those stats are impressive with the 10.7 teraflop processor, really it's kind of irrelevant. So as far as hardware, Google boasts that the Stadia will run off existing hardware. The only actual hardware that they've incorporated is their controller, and it's on the thumbnail. I'll show it again here. To me, it looks very similar to the Nintendo Switch Pro controller, and you'll use that to connect to the servers to play the games. Another thing to consider when we're talking about the potential success of the Stadia will be the games. When it comes to gaming, any console, any system, it's all about the games in the end. And will they be able to get a lot of developers on board? Now, the representatives of Google has stated that 100 developers already have dev kits to the Stadia, and in fact, they've already announced the new Doom Eternal will be on the Stadia as well, and they actually showed a little bit of it running on the Stadia. So if they can get developers on board, then this could be quite the system indeed. Alright, so that's most of the points that I'm going to cover in this video. I'm doing this completely off the cuff. I just read this story earlier today and just wanted to give you the deets on Google throwing their hat in the ring. Is it something you're excited about? Me personally, I don't know. I don't think it's quite yet. I think we could potentially be looking at the future of gaming as of right now. You know, as far as physical media, it's about 60-40 right now, with physical being the 60 and digital media being the 40. And for those of you who are worried about your physical games going the way of the dodo, this news might be a little bit troubling. However, I am excited for the Stadia as more of an augment to video games, kind of like streaming services right now, like PlayStation Now and Microsoft launching xCloud later in the future. Like I said, it would be cool to play all my existing games on the cloud and, you know, do things like share them on YouTube. And while I'm live streaming, doing a YouTube live stream, oh hey, you've never experienced this game before? Here, let me send you a request. We'll play it together. You know, that's really cool. And so for that, like I said, I think it could be useful and it'll have a place in the future, but I am a little bit leery about going completely digital, as we've seen with, you know, some of the stuff we've streamed already. We don't have it forever, we lose it, and like I said, I mean, I don't want to dump all this money to something that I'm not going to be able to enjoy 10-15 years from now. Alrighty guys, and that is going to do it for this video. But questions, comments, concerns, threats down below in the comments section. What do you think about the Google Stadia? Do you think it is the future of gaming as we know it, or just another flash in the pan? If you like this content, please go ahead and give me that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I do believe that's all I got for you. Lightsaber Samurai out. Peace.